Yeah, my name's Benjamin Gribben, or Ben. I work at CME Group. I was born in Belfast, lived briefly in Belfast, and I've grown up most of my days in Newton Arts. I did what's called a foundation degree back here in Bangor, and after completing the foundation degree, I skipped a couple of years and went into the third year of a 4-year course in Edinburgh, so I spent 2 years there. So initially the course was a foundation degree in computing, and once I went across over to Edinburgh it was cyber security and forensics. So I arrived back, I graduated in June of last year. The main driver for coming home mostly was I'm a family man, so I wanted to be back around my family. I, at the time, had a girlfriend, and towards the end of university we got engaged, so I now have a fiancée, so I was always going to come back just to be with her. So cost of living was very important because it's a lot less sustainable to live in the likes of Edinburgh. Edinburgh is one of the more expensive places to live alongside London, I think also Dublin and the Republic. And also I have the privilege of having a car and having access to that to get about, whereas it's something that's pretty redundant when you live in somewhere like Edinburgh. You more or less rely on public transport. So cost of living was a big factor for coming home, also for investment in terms of getting on the property ladder. My fiancée and I are in the middle of, hopefully we're about to start looking for a mortgage for a property. But you know, the kind of property you'd be paying a lot more for in Edinburgh would be a flat compared to a much bigger home. In Northern Ireland it's a lot more affordable to buy a property and live. Culturally, Northern Ireland's a class place, and for me personally, like I live in Newton Ards, but it's very handy to Belfast and Dundonald via, so we have a lot of facilities. The entertainment sector for entertaining people who are living here is just growing and growing, so for me it's fantastic, yeah. Everything's on my doorstep. Yeah, my current job title is Cyber Defence Analyst. The role is basically defending the network, defending the information security for the company. CME is a fantastic company. There's quite a list of things that are very good about CME in terms of the training that they provide. If as long as it's relevant to your job and it's within the budget, there's a lot of money for it out to make sure you go on the appropriate training courses. That's really important, but also the social aspect. They have a social committee who make sure that usually at least once every 2 weeks, if not at least once a month, there's a social event that's put on and people can sign up and attend. It's just about building harmony and making sure people meet other people within other teams, not just within their own team. And also there's different groups set up for awareness as well, so awareness around LGBT, awareness around equality and cultural differences. And we actually attended like a video yesterday called Seed about like environmental awareness and where our food comes from and how to make it more sustainable. So they kind of care a lot about a lot more issues than just you doing your job and that's it. So that's one of the things that makes them really great. Particularly in the sector I work in, it's getting a lot easier to find a job because there's a big boom in terms of cyber security and just general IT sector jobs in Belfast and in wider Northern Ireland. There's a lot of companies investing in Northern Ireland now, and there's a lot of jobs being made. For me, there's no better country than Northern Ireland, so for me it was never really a problem. I'm just looking forward to getting home. I would recommend people to come back to Northern Ireland, and actually for people to come to Northern Ireland in the first place, even if they're not from here. In Northern Ireland we have a really good sense of banter or crack, and we're pretty welcoming to people who come over here. Yeah, it's a great place for me personally to live, and I've also got accounts from others who moved across to say that it's a great place for them also.